Hi crafters, this is Kathy with Kitten's Cozy Creations, and today we're going to go over a little bit of watercoloring using the items that were in our Crafter's Companion subscription box number 6. Let's see, that was the pen, the Spectrum Noir Aqua Pens is the rose pink. I should have gotten these down. The Kingfisher and yellow. So those are the pens. I've already stamped and heat embossed my large butterfly and small butterfly and my can't think my words, whatever. I'll think of it and then I'll say it. And what I'm going to do, this isn't straight, is I'm going to tape off the edges of this watercolor. This is watercolor paper, actually. It's the watercolor paper that came in the pack that we got in box number 6. And the reason I'm doing this, several people said they wanted to see how I do this. So I decided to go ahead and take care of that today. This helps, I need it longer. I'm taping this down because it helps, it kind of helps to keep from the paper from bubbling. And I wanted you to see how I'm doing this. This should have been one long piece, but it should be fine. It's a little warped right now because I just finished heat embossing. And if you need a class or a video on heat embossing, we can do that at another time. Trying to do all of that would take way too long. Okay, so I've stamped everything. Now, in addition to my aqua markers, I also use a water pen, a water brush. This is a brush, I think I got them at Amazon. It's just a little paint brush, but you fill it with water, and that way you can paint. So let's begin. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to use the large nib and put down some color on my glass mat. Okay, and put some of all of the colors. Hope you can see that. I'm sure you can. I should have put that just a little further over to the right. I'd have a little more room, but it's okay. All right, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to start off, I want the center part of the butterfly to be blue. So I'm picking up some blue ink with my water brush. And because the reason I like to do the embossing is it helps keep me in these lines. So then you just paint. You know, you just do what you want to do. Okay, now that's the Kingfisher, but let's see. I want to kind of move this into a purple. So I'm going to pick up some of this pink. I'll combine some pink and a little more blue. Then I'm going to overlap a little bit with the blue. And the pink and the blue become purple. It's a very light, it's more like a lilac, I guess. Now, I have a hard time staying in the line, so don't criticize me for not being able to. Okay, now the other thing you're going to need is some paper towel, because now I've got purple on my brush and I want to get pink. So what I'm going to do is squeeze that, and it puts water through there. And see, now the purple is gone. Now I want to get pink. I have to stay on this side. Let me put a little bit more pink down. So I want to come out and get the pink. The brush is kind of wet. Sometimes you have to dry it off after you've cleaned it, so it's not so watered down. But we'll come back, and also if there's too much water, you can always just blot it. We'll come back to that one. Okay, so let's go back to the blue for the other top of the wing. Okay, then we're going to pick up some more pink and blue, make a purple. I don't have enough on here. It's too watery, I think. I have to put some more. Oh, maybe here it comes. Let's see. Yeah, it's kind of lilac lavender color. I'm going to dry it off. It's pretty clean, so I'm not going to add any more water, but I am going to add some more pink. Let me come up here because I'm getting a little too close to the yellow. So I want to finish this wing with pink. Okay, now I'm doing this so you can see the different colors, not because this is what I think a butterfly looks like. So now we're going to edge this. I've mixed the blue and the yellow, and I got green. I'm going to do that again for the other side. And I should have done it up here too. There's not much space. Trying to stay in the lines. When you emboss it, the embossing parts resist the ink, so you're not going to be able to really paint. If there's little bitty cracks in between, it'll pick it up, but the embossing itself will not. It won't pick up the ink. Okay, so now we've got green, but now, okay, I didn't put any more water on there. So what do I want to do? Let's do the opposite. Let's do pink. Okay, now let's try some purple. It's more of a bluey purple. That's kind of purple. Get some more pink in there. What you have to do is just sit down sometimes with the inks, the markers, and a water brush and some watercolor paper. Make sure it's on watercolor paper, otherwise it's not going to act right. And see. Okay, now I need some more blue. And we're going to come out of the purple with some blue. Can't stay in the lines. I need to take more time to do this better. Let me get some purple. You just do it how you feel it should look. Okay, now we're going to go to the small butterfly, so I really want to kind of clean my brush. I'm going to use this yellow. Okay, I'll get some yellow and some pink. And you get orange. Okay, now I want the body to be just a little more yellowy. So I'm going to go back over it with some yellow. Okay, now let's see. Can we make any other colors? No. Got some green sitting here. Let's do the body with green. But with 3 markers, we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 colors. At least 6 colors. Let's see. Yellow, orange, pink, purple, blue, green. Yep, 6 colors with 3 markers. So just, you know, sit down with the markers. I really enjoy these. I have a few more markers than this, and I really enjoy them. You know, and didn't get all the orange out of there, but that's okay. This is mine. You know, once you get used to it, because at first I was like, I don't know about all that painting and stuff. I don't think that's me. Now, I paint almost everything. Now you also have your fine point. I don't use it often, but the color in his head, pink, out of those things. But, and if I wanted to, I could actually paint or color and make it darker, either the fine one or the thicker one. So see how it's a little pinker? It really kind of needs to be dry. And this isn't quite dry because I'll leave this sitting here for several hours so it can dry. Another thing you can do if you want, let's see, clean off my brush. Say I want something more blue. I'll take my tip and put paint on it, or put the color on it directly on there. And then it's more vibrant. It's not quite as watered down. And I didn't put any more water on my brush. I hope my head's not in the way. Okay, let's see. And don't be afraid to, and I'm always using the side of my marker, never the tip. I want to make green. You say, well, why are you putting that on your, see how it's got blue on it? Well, if you just wipe it a few times, then it'll come off. Let's see if I can get this back to green instead of blue, as I came out of the lines. That's better. Okay, I'll clean off my brush. Get some of the yellow and some of the pink. A little more yellow. And as you're doing this, you can see the color changing. So this is some more orange. Or you could take your, well, if I wanted a solid color, I could just put it on there with my pen. Like the yellow. Say I want it more yellow, I could put it on, but if I wanted, still wanted it to look watercolor, just dab it on with my pen and then blend it out. Okay? All right, well, that's it. We've got a nice, beautiful couple of butterflies. Now, one other thing. Let's see. Hope I don't mess it up now. Let's see if we can make a sky. Now, your brush needs to be a little wet for this. Every time I squeeze that, it puts a little water on my brush. You do have to be careful if you're doing it this way, not to disturb what you've already done. So this could be, and I thought about doing this first, but then we'd have to wait for it to dry completely. So you can, do your sky and you know, bring it all the way down. And then wait for it to dry. Okay, my water and paper is getting a little too wet because it's starting to. Where's my brush? So I'm going to leave it like that, let it dry, and then I'm going to come back and put some more blue on there. It'll reactivate the pink and make it purple sky. And but it needs to be completely dry. To clean your brush, you just want to put some water. Now the brushes that I got came in a whole pack. So apparently there's another one somewhere. I don't know what I did with it. But this goes in this pack. And I think it's this one. But the rest of them I haven't used. But there's one that I have. Oh, here it is right here. This is a big one. I haven't cleaned it either. Wonder if it's gonna clean. I haven't used this in several days. Let's see if I can get this cleaner. Needs more water. That's what's wrong. Okay, I'll have to, cause see it's all out of water. So I'll have to clean that one. But this is a nice set, I think. Cause it goes up and up from the little size, this real thin one, to this big brush one. I can't remember how much they were, but I think I got them from Amazon. Okay, well, that's the end. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments. Or we can talk during our weekly Facebook sessions. So anyway, thanks for watching, and as always, be blessed.